He-Man! Yes, Sorceress. Can you tell what my favorite drink is? Red Bull? Yes. And do you know why, He-Man? Because it gives you... Because it gives me wings!
Hello, big kids. It's time for your
What up, big kids? Here's your big review. The Masters of the Universe Classic Sorceress figure from MattyCollector.com. Here's the standard white mailer box that we get from Masters of the Universe Classic. Says the Sorceress and Grayskull. Sorceress comes in the standard Masters of the Universe Classics packaging with the cool lightning and Grayskull effects. Heroic Guardian of Castle Grayskull. On the side of the box, you notice it says Wings Display Open. I always like these little pictures on the side. On the back here, you notice people that are all close to the Sorceress. Prince Adam, He-Man, of course, Orko. We got the Sorceress herself, Man-at-Arms, and her daughter, Teela. And here's the little bio for the Sorceress. Now you notice her name is Teela Na. It talks a little bit about her. You know, feel free to pause and read it if you like. And she really wants Teela to follow in her footsteps, which she does in the mini comic. Time for the Sorceress to spread the rings, ready to review. And here we got the Sorceress with all her wings spread and just looking beautiful, gorgeous. Wow. The Four Horsemen did an astounding job on this. Let's take a closer look at it. I absolutely love this head sculpt. The Four Horsemen, wow. She looks beautiful but older, and I love her eyes and the headdress with the, wow. I mean, just did an amazing job, and I love her outfit. The white on here with the little feather skirt, and the feathers, the wings, are just look amazing. These guys know how to sculpt feathers, and it's not an easy task, but look at all that detail. I love her boots. The boots look great with all the feather detail. Paint apps are also really nice. The orange and blue, very Filmation accurate, as well as the vintage figure. But yeah, I just can't get over the head sculpt. She just looks beautiful. Articulation, I'm also going to show off her little action feature, which was always her wings. Now this is a little tricky. First, let's start with the head. The head, because of her headdress, it can rotate, but you have to kind of like move it. And it's shaped in a way where you can't move it, but you will kind of have to bend this plastic a little bit, and it can go up and down. Now, look at the wings here. They're very cool. Obviously, I love it, and she's in her classic Sorceress pose that she always does. And you can bring them down, of course. Now the arms, because of these big pegs right here, it's going to be a little tricky to move them. They're on these little 3 pieces, so it has like the separate piece for each wing. But this big piece here is one piece that's like just that flexible, harder plastic. Now the arms can rotate, and they do go in and out that way. But you have to kind of move this, and you can see here she has the super slicing dice wings holding the tray, whatever jokes they've made so far. So you gotta kind of move it. So you can't really like have her arms out without these wings. You can, there's no, I wish that it was a little separate piece, because anytime you try to move her arms out that way, like the wings are gonna, you would have to kind of move her arm out this way, and then bring her, like, you know, bring it out this way, kind of. I know it's a little tricky to explain, but yeah, I mean, that's the only way so her wings aren't fully, you know, spread. But it does rotate at the bicep still, and bends at the elbow, rotates at the wrist. She has waist articulation, which I love, and it is hindered a little bit because of this back piece, but not too bad. But her legs do go forward and back, and in and out, and rotates at the other part of the leg, kind of. But bends at the knee, and then it rotates at the boot right here, and she ankles pivot forward and back, as well as side to side. So she does have quite a bit of articulation. Just these wings, I know Mattel did the best they could in this situation. It does hinder the articulation some, but not too much where it's a deal breaker. Sorceress comes with this beautiful staff. I love the paint apps. It's the shimmering white that is just beautiful, almost silver, but very wide. It really does match, and it fits in her hand very nicely, and you can do a lot of great poses with it. Sorceress comes with Zor, her falcon form, which has these beautifully painted wings. Oh my god, they're amazing. I mean, I love they have the orange and the yellows and the blues, and even in the face. It's very, I mean, this bird has been used plenty of time before, like with the other Zor that came with Teela, which was very nice. But this one I like with the blue and stuff. It's like the original one, and even the talons, and it looks so cool. And of course, as you can see, comes with the red armor that original Zor came with. So cool. I really like it, and it is removable, so you can take it off here. But yeah, just so beautiful. You also get this red little perch where you can put your Zor on. So that's very Zoron. Yeah, you know, just snap it in here. So same we've gotten before. Thanks so much for being there watching over me after all these years. I love you. Tila, give your mommy a hug. It's alright, Mom. It's alright. Oh, come on, good. Mom, you're hurting me. Spread your wings and prepare to fly. You and me on a butterfly. Size comparison time. So here you can see the Sorceress is in grade school with other Masters Universe classics like Tila and He-Man, of course. You can see she's a little bit taller than the normal 6-inch figure like the Extremis, Marvel Legends Iron Man, or like the DC Universe classic Superman. Now, since I've been collecting this line for a few years now, I've been waiting for the Sorceress. She is a must-have A-list character. I absolutely loved her in the cartoon, and oh my god, this figure came out amazing. Yes, of course, it has some flaws with how the wings are placed on the back of the shoulder. They maybe could have been placed on the back instead, so it wouldn't hinder the arm movement, but there's ways around it, and it's not that bad. And I would rather have the cool wing effect than not have it, or have like just one big back piece. So I really like what Mattel did. I know that it's a compromise in one part, but I'd rather her be in her iconic pose than not. And the sculpting is just amazing, and the paint apps and the articulation, and I love all the accessories she comes with. I think it's just definitely a must-have in the Masters Universe Classics line, and I highly recommend her. You could get her at MattyCollector.com, but she's sold out, so I guess your best bet is Big Bad Toy Store or eBay. So good luck finding her. So for more geek news, reviews, and more, check out bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long. Remember, celebrate your newdom in a big way. Say to the immortals, if you love Hot Toys, Sideshow collectibles, replicas, and more, visit alteregocomics.com. They take these things that you mortals call PayPal and major credit cards. You can do thy pre-orders. Hey, Thor, speaking of hot, you want a donut? Stupid mortal, I want thy Slurpee! Hey, sexy birdie, can I ruffle your feathers? I love Red Bull, but I don't need any of your Red Bull